Recognize Senator Amy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair and Madam Chair. Following on to Senator Legarda's statement, let us first clarify that there has been ample time. August 31 was the appointment date of Secretary Dizon. That was quite a few months ago, during which period, nakailang beses siyang humarap sa Senado. Paulit-ulit po ang tanong namin kung talagang sapat itong budget na nilaan. I quote verbatim, September 18, the Department of Public Works and Highways slashes 255 billion worth of locally funded flood control projects from the 2026 budget. And may I quote verbatim, we are revising the agency's budget. Nanggaling sa kanila po. We have removed complicated projects, overlapping projects that are still receiving funding or that have been allocated funding for 2026. Verbatim po, siya nagsabi niyan. Hindi kami nag-imbento niyan. Ngayon, sabi niya, na review na raw nila yung initial proposal, nagtanggal sila ng 55.53 billion worth of duplicate or complicated projects or completed overlapping projects. Ang ibig ba sabihin, i-restore yung mga duplicated, completed, and overlapping projects? Doon ako nagtataka. At ano ang garantiya natin na sa loob ng 2 buwan na naman, after 2 months, he may change his mind again, as he has, apparently, yesterday. So from September 18, kahapon, December, nako, baka naman sa Pebrero, iba na naman ang usapin. Ayoko naman ng ganito. Ano kaya talaga ang direksyon natin? Hindi po ito nanggaling sa amin. Narinig naman ninyo verbatim ang quote na yan. Yan ang press release ni Secretary Dizon.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Representative Pepito Alvarez and then Representative Libanon.
Tama po si Senador Loren, tama rin si Senador Marcos. Ngunit bigyan ko lang ng example na hindi mo ma-apply ito sa lahat ng project, sweeping po. Na, halimbawa, MBUC, yung asphalt overlay, Mr. Chair. Sa Northern Palawan, ang presyo ng aggregates at saka graba, saka yung buhangin, 1,000 because we have 26 rivers. Napakaraming buhangin doon. Ngunit sa norte, wala ho masyadong ilog. Nag-i-import sila from Mindoro. Lalagay ko lang sa tamang perspective din. So, kung ang MBUC application nyo, asphalt overlay for the whole of Palawan, tanggalan mo ng 50%, yung norte, hindi mo mapagawa. Sa SOR, pwede. Kasi yun na yung ultimate measure ng DPWH eh. At saka I'll put it on record, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair, this representation was the one who complained to Secretary Bersamin to remove the 255 billion of people's money from the DPWH budget. It is not a unilateral move from the Department of the Public Works and Highways na sila ang nagtanggal. Ako po, personally, ang nag-complain doon kay Secretary Bersamin nung nandoon siya sa amin sa House. Habang nalulunod ang buong bansa sa flood control, kung maaari, tanggalin mo muna itong 255 billion na ito. Kasi kung hindi namin tatalakayin yung budget ng executive, ibalik muna namin sa inyo. Kinahaponan, na-inform kami, na in-instructionan siya ni Pangulo, tanggalin niyang 255 billion na yan. Dito po nanggaling sa akin ang pagtanggal ng flood control. Kasi ang flood control, alam ko po, talagang overpriced. Okay? So ang flood control, pwede mong apply yung overpriced provision. But kung gagawa ka ng MBUC, walang graba sa Northern Palawan, 600 kilometers po ang distansya ng buong Palawan. When you construct in the southern portion, napakaraming buhangin. Sa norte, halos walang graba doon kasi maliliit ang ilog. Puting buhangin lang ang norte. Yun po ang difference. Ang gusto ko lang, mapakinggan natin si Secretary Vince na wag sweeping. Kapag 50% ang MBUC, hindi pare-pareho ang Palawan. Isang probinsya lang yun. Sa Cebu, might be the same. Kasi nag-i-import din sila. Wala sa masyadong graba sa Cebu eh. Nag-i-import din sila. Sa Bohol, wala rin masyadong graba. But in Northern Mindanao, marami po aming graba doon. Sa ibang lugar, hindi ko alam. Kaya nakikiusap kami na pakinggan yung para madinig ng buong bayan si Secretary Vince kasi meron na siyang ginawang ratio eh. Ito na. Pakinggan muna natin. Kasi kami sa Kongreso, ayaw din namin ng overpriced project. Hindi pwede yun. Hindi lang Senado ang may gusto. Kami, number one. Ako mismo, nagpatanggal ng 255 billion. And that is on record in the House. Thank you. Can I reiterate the motion to invite Secretary Vince para madinig ng buong bansa na hindi pare-pareho. Pag 50%, dapat per project ang implementation. Yun lang ang pakiusap. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Alvarez, and to Chairperson Mika. Dahil nga dito sa statement na ito at meron ho nga nakasulat ho dito, to avoid inaccurate costing and potential project unimplementability, at ito ay isang apela sa Senado, gusto rin ho namin marinig no, yung kanyang pag-aanalisa no, dito po sa isyong ito, itong CMPD/adjustment factors. Pero, for the record again, nung nagkaroon ho kami ng dalawang hearing sa Senado, klarong-klaro na sinabi niya na maraming overpriced na items sa loob ng budget. At tingin ko, hindi ho tayo magdedebate na ayaw natin yung overpriced item sa budget. Pare-pareho tayo lahat. No? Hindi ho tayo magdedebate doon. Ang gusto ho natin, isang budget na malinis, isang budget na ang kanilang presyo ay totoong presyo at reasonableng presyo. No? Yun naman ang gusto nating lahat. Dahil kung tayo ay mag-approve ng proyekto o ng budget ngayon na overpriced, babalik tayo sa dating problema. No, yun doon naman ho kami nanggagaling. At again, sabi nga ni Senator Loren, itong application ng CMPD adjustment factor nanggaling ho to sa DPWH. Hindi ho kaya ng Senado, wala ho kaming mga engineers, wala ho kaming mga taong kayang mag-apply ng ganun. Ito galing ho sa DPWH. Kaya doon ho namin kinuha at for the record, sinupply rin ho sa amin yung mga adjustment factors na yun formally at doon ho namin in-apply. Dahil sa Senado, ang aming direksyon ay ma-apply yung tamang presyo sa mga proyekto. So,
Madam
sige po.
Chair?
Yeah.
Yes, very quickly,
Madam Chair.
Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, very quickly. Hindi lamang kasi yung overpriced sa flood control ang ating concern. In fact, yung hearings dun sa classroom acceleration measure, pati yung DPWH classrooms, overpriced, lumalabas. Kaya kung sinabi nilang overpriced, yung secretary mismo, tapos ngayon ay sinasabing aprobahan natin, ibalik natin yung pricing, ayaw nating pikit matang mag-aaproba at tatanggapin yung kanyang paliwanag na biglang parang 180-degree turn siya, no? Nagbaliktad. Yung dating overpriced, gusto niyang i-restore. Yun ang concern namin. Yung dating sinabi niyang overpriced, ngayon gusto niyang ibalik. Tama ba yun? Kaya dapat lang magpaliwanag siya.
Madam Chair, maraming salamat po sa comment ng mga senador.
Minority Leader Libanan.
Thank you po, Mr. Chairman. Maraming salamat po. Ang isang kailangan nating i-consider din po dito, na hindi lang tayo nag-a-appropriate ng pondo. Ang importante, nag-a-appropriate tayo ng pondo na mai-implement. Kasi kung hindi po ito ma-implement ng tama, walang saysay maglagay ng pondo dito. At sinusuportahan ko po yung pag-imbita sa ating sekretary. Maraming salamat po.
Mr. Chair, I support the request for Secretary Dizon to explain to both houses and to everyone so that we can be clarified. Anyway, from the beginning, sila naman sa DPWH ang nagbigay sa atin ng impormasyon, so we see how it will be revised, amended, taken back, or just explained para maliwanag. So I join the House in asking him to explain to all of us, if that's fine with the body.
Before we invite Secretary Vince, the last words from
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Senator Erwin.
For the record lang, Mr. Chair, just point of clarification, siguro the House should start reviewing yung Section 62 of the Rules of the House. nagsasabi po na in cases where the House does not agree with the Senate on any amendments to any House bill and these measures have conflicting provisions, differences may be settled by conference committees only composed of representatives from both chambers. Yun lang naman sa akin, Mr. President, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair. Thank you po.
Senator Erwin, ito naman ay meron pong concurrence ng both the Senate and the House of Representatives. So talagang hong bihirang-bihira ang nag-i-invite ng resource persons. No? Dahil ito ay pag-uusap o pagpupulong po ng dalawang kapulungan. Pero kung meron pong mga ganitong talagang kakaibang sitwasyon at kailangan ho natin maintindihan ng mas malalim pa ho yung mga issues, with the concurrence of both chambers, pwede naman ho tayo mag-invite. No?
So-
Pero tama ho kayo na ito dapat bihirang-bihira, hindi ho pwede maging regular.
I guess, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair, we have to review our rules. Or in the future, Mr. Chair, this will happen again. Then alam ho natin ang gagawin. There will be no more discussions.
Yeah.
In the future, ika nga bicameral conference between the two houses. Kasi there's already establishing rule na pag may conflicting, hindi talaga magkasundo, pwede na tayong patawag, magpaliwanag yung sa executive department, Mr. Chair. Yun lang naman ang punto ko, Mr. Chair. But I do agree. Sige, let's bring him in. Pero in the future, Mr. Chair.
Tama ho kayo. Talagang hindi ho pwede maging regular to na kung hindi ho tayo nag-agree, merong third party na papasok. Hindi ho talagang, but in this case ho, dahil technical to, about engineering, about pricing, something na hindi ho natin expertise, no? Lahat ho dito. Kaya in this very special circumstance, and with the agreement of both chambers, we will invite Secretary Dizon to explain this issue. No? So
Mr.
with
Chair.
that, yes, do you want to say the last words, Senator Amy?
No, nagre-react lang po ako. Vince Dizon is no engineer. He's an economist and a political aide.
That's true, but he's the Secretary of the Department of Public Works, and he was the one who made that statement during the public hearings in the Senate, and he also is the one who supplied the adjustment factors in CMPD to the Senate. So with that, with the concurrence of the House, we can invite Secretary Dizon as a resource person of this.
With the concurrence of both houses, there being a motion from the House and also motion by Senator Lauren, we then approve any second? From the Senate po.
Second.
The motion is hereby approved. We invite Senator Vince Dizon to please step into the room. Secretariat, please call, what did I say? Senator, my apologies. Secretariat, please call Secretary Vince.
Chair. Madam Chair, Mr. Chair, can I suggest Secretary Dizon not to sit in line with the Senate panel? He must sit somewhere where the whole public can see him. If he may. May camera ba? Okay.
So, Secretary Dizon, you're recognized, and please limit the discussions to the adjustment factors as well as the CMPD. Yan po yung issue on hand. And also, this is in response to your statement. Once again, the Department of Public Works and Highways has requested the Senate to restore the deducted amounts from the projects of 2026 DPWH proposed budget as a result of the reductions in the construction materials price data. So this is in response to your motion for reconsideration.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. To the Chairman of the Senate Conference for the BICAM, Senator Win, to the honorable senators present, to Chairperson Mika Swan Singh, the head of the House Bicameral Conference, and the members of the House of Representatives, good afternoon. I will be very brief, just a few slides po to present. But before that, I think it's very important po for me to make it very, very clear why we are all here discussing this very, very important and, quite frankly, unprecedented reform measure that the President initiated this year, which is the reduction of the construction materials price data, which has never been done at this level and in this breadth. Ang Pangulo po mismo ang nag-instruct sa akin na ibaba ang presyo ng simento, ng bakal, ng asfalto, ng graba, ng buhangin, at iba pang mga materyales na ginagamit sa pagpapagawa ng ating mga kalye, mga tulay, mga classroom, at iba pa. Hindi pa po ito ginagawa in the past. No, dati po, nagbababa lang ng budget by 10%, pero yung level of detail po na ginawa ng administrasyon ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos ay ngayon pa lang po nagawa ito. Importante po ito dahil nung kanyang SONA, ang Pangulo po mismo ang bumulgar sa isa sa mga pinakamalaki o siguro pinakamalaking corruption scandal sa history ng bansa. At sabi niya, enough is enough. Kailangan reformahin na natin ang DPWH. And this is a testament to the President's vision of making the DPWH more transparent and removing all forms of corruption, beginning with the overpriced materials. So tama po ang Senado at ang Kongreso. Sinabi ko po paulit-ulit na dahil sa utos ng Pangulo, binaba po namin ang presyo ng iba't ibang materyales sa pagpapagawa ng ating mga iba't ibang proyekto sa DPWH. Tama din po na nung pong public hearing, ito mismo ay inanunsyo ko at inimplement na po namin with a special issuance that was issued 2 months ago. At ito ay sa kasulukuyang ini-implement na nga po din po namin, hindi lang para sa mga proyekto for the 2026 budget, kundi pati sa mga proyekto ngayong 2025 na hindi pa napoprocure. Ito nga po ang naging suggestion mismo ni Senator Lauren Legarda ng public hearing at tama po siya doon. At yun po ay ginagawa na rin po namin. Ngayon po, ipapaliwanag ko lang po sa Senado at sa Kongreso kung ano ang proseso para gawin ito ng tama. Yun lang naman po. No? At bago po ako magsimula, gusto ko lang po sigurong i-correct yung mga iba't ibang mga balita na naririnig natin. Unang-una, hindi po totoo na ibinabalik na po ng DPWH yung dating presyo. Hindi po totoo yun. Nakita ko po yun sa social media kahapon, pagkatapos namin ilabas ang statement, narinig ko din po ngayon. Hindi po totoo yun. Ang presyo po na ibinaba na natin ay hindi ibabalik sa lumang mas mataas na presyo. At sa tingin ko po, dahil sa reforma ng Pangulo, hindi na ito imababalik in the future. Dahil sino pa pong presidente o DPWH secretary ang pwedeng magbalik nito na ngayon na naibaba na natin sa tamang presyo. Yun po ang unang-una. Ikalawa po, wala pong ibang project na ipinapabalik ang DPWH. Wala po. Whether flood control project or kahit anong project, wala po tayong laman, wala pong laman yung ating kasulatan kay Senator Win Gatchalian at sa House contingent na nagsasabi na pinapabalik po natin ang iba't ibang mga proyekto. Wala po tayong pinapabalik na kahit anong bagong proyektong tinanggal na. Whether yan ay flood control, tulay, kalye, multipurpose building. Wala po tayong pinapabalik. Ang hinihingi lang po natin is yung pong binawas na 45 billion approximately. Next slide, please. Sorry. I'm sorry. Wala pa ba kayong slide? Ibalik po ulit para po ma-implement po ito ng tama. Kasi while it is true that the President told me and instructed me to bring down the prices of materials in order to eliminate overpricing, he also is very conscious of our desperate need to ramp up our infrastructure spending and our infrastructure implementation. We all know that in the past quarter, the economy only grew by 4%. And this is largely because of the cut in public expenditure, especially in infrastructure. And the President does not want that to happen. Our fear is, and I will show later some examples, that the cut made using our adjustment factors, as Sen Win correctly pointed out, across the board, across roughly 10,000 projects in the General Appropriations Bill, may result inevitably in projects that will end up being unimplementable because of the way that they were applied to the various projects. And I will show that in a few slides. So ito lang po ang aming hinihiling. Hindi ho namin, ulitin ko, hindi ho namin ibabalik ang presyo ulit at itataas. Ikagawa, wala po kaming project na ipapadagdag ulit. Wala pong ibabalik. Wala pong duplicate project na tinanggal na ibabalik. Wala pong flood control project na ibabalik. Klaro po yan. And if I just may go to our statement and how DPWH, according to the engineers I have with me, there are, I think, 4 of them here. Many of them have been in DPWH for decades already. Ang proseso po is kapag binago ang cost ng materyales, kailangan pong gawin ng DPWH, iisa-isahin ang lahat ng proyekto. Dahil ang bawat proyekto po, iba-iba yan. Merong mas maraming simento ang gagamitin, merong mas maraming bakal ang gagamitin, may mas maraming graba ang gagamitin. Depende po yan dun sa program of work. At bawat proyekto po ay iba-iba ang program of work. Kaya po yung mga presyong ibinaba, kailangan po yan i-apply sa program of work ng iba't ibang proyekto, roughly totaling 10,000 projects. Pagkatapos po baguhin ng POW, ang pagbabago ngayon dun sa presyo ay i-reflect na sa bagong approved budget of contract, yung ABC. Kapag po nabawas na yon, bababa po ang ABC. Depende sa laki ng binaba ng presyo, depende kung saan. Tama po si Congressman Alvarez na depende sa lugar, depende. Depende ang presyo ng simento, ng aggregate, ng graba, ng buhangin, ng asfalto, depende sa lugar. So kailangan po yan iisa-isahin. At kapag po nababa na yung ABC, yung approved budget of contract, ito na po ang magiging bagong budget. At ito na po ang ipapublish ngayon para ipabid at iprocure ng DPWH. Yan po ang proseso. So ito lang po ang gusto namin ipaliwanag. Ngayon po, gusto ko pong magpakita ng mga example ng mga proyekto nandun sa isa sa mga 10,000 proyektong naapektuhan nung pagbaba ng Senate dun sa mga project costs. At dito po makikita natin na hindi po talaga nating pwedeng ibaba na lang ng basta-basta across the board. No? And next slide, please. These are projects, for example, for asphalting in Region 4B and Region 7. In the GAB, in the House version, the budget was 41 million pesos. In the third reading Senate version, it was cut to 12.9, roughly 13 million pesos. roughly by 68%. And I understand, naintindihan ko po kung saan nanggaling yung 68%. Dahil po para sa asfalto at sa Region 4B, yun pong pinadala nating adjustment factor sa Senate Finance Committee ay 68%. So, ang ginawa po ng Senate is yung pong budget ay kinat ng 68%. No? So, naiintindihan ko po yun. Pero kung gagawin po natin yung paraan na ang ikakat lang ay yung materyales. Remember po, ang materyales ay parte lang po ng cost ng isang project. Materyales, labor, equipment, at syempre kailangan din po ng contractor's profit, no, which is roughly about 8 to 10%. So, if we apply po yung 68% sa materials only, ang kalalabasan po ay 23% reduction or yung pong 41, bababa po ng 31.5 million. Which means po, meron pong 18 million na mawawala sa pondo ng proyektong ito. At dahil dun po, mahirap na pong i-implement yung proyektong yon. So, on the other hand, meron din naman po na proyekto na baliktad naman. Asphalt overlay din po ito sa Region 7. Ang original price po ay 25.54. Pero dahil nga po ang average factor sa Region 7 ay minus 3% lang, ang cut lang po ng Senate ay from 25 to 2.4 million, roughly 1 million lang po ang naging cut ng Senate. But if we apply the factor for that specific project given the program of work, it is actually higher. It is not 3%, but it's actually minus 37%.